Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Follow-up video regarding some posts that I had made on the Instagram. I was putting together a manly metric kit to use on some equipment at work. I have a big toolbox that's normally at work, but I brought it home to do some things, and I have another Vito Protect that's the LC. It's one of the two-sided closed versions that's full of tools. It stays in my car, but it weighs like a gazillion pounds. I actually built a dolly for it at the sawmill because it was just so heavy. You didn't want to carry it around all day, but I made a little two-wheel, almost like hand trucks, that I carried it around with for years. I wanted something smaller, and I had this Vito Protect meter bag. So this is the small one. There's another one that's taller than this one that I currently have set up as a residential electrical. This will be an industrial maintenance PM style bag, so it will have some electrical components on it. And I'm just going to kind of go over what I have where on the bag, and then I'll kind of get into what's inside of it. It's pretty straightforward. Like I'm not going to be doing any kind of crazy retrofitting with the stuff that's in this bag, but you could change a motor, bearings, change out a PLC. You could do all kind of stuff with this bag. It's not super high tech, but it's also extremely versatile for what's in it. And I have some stuff in here that's new to me, like this dude. This was pretty cool. This guy from Klein, I had never seen one of these before. I liked the idea of having my sockets on a little carrier. This is pretty cool. We'll talk about this in a few minutes. That's new. There's a screwdriver, a few other things that's new. But in the bag, we'll do it like this. I keep some Teflon tape and some electrical tape. On one side, I have a couple of 3.5mm by 100 slotted screwdrivers. Lots of the equipment where I work, the bus bars and stuff, this fits perfectly. I have an 11-in-1 Klein. It's got slotted in Phillips and Torx and square, and 3 different size nut drivers on there. So that's something that's nice to have. This dude was new. I had not seen one of these. It's a Klein insulated that is slotted in a Phillips. It's very agile. I figured I would give it a go. This is one of my older Filos. I like Filo brand screwdrivers. They're nice. This is the insert from one of their larger screwdrivers. It's just for working control wires and 24-volt DC and stuff. These are the same type of wire strippers that I had in my pouch video. I've just removed the gauge. They work really well. Once you get used to not cutting all the way through your wire, they work really, really well. The bag itself has a pouch on here that I got bits and stuff in. It has a really deep pouch that I have more bits and stuff in. In my electrical bags, this is where I keep all my number books and stuff in here. It's got 2 side pouches. It's got a handle on the top. A belt loop goes all the way through the back, as well as a clip. And these real heavy nylon grab things. This dude probably weighs 16 pounds, maybe more than that, since I've added the sockets. I'm gonna set this down right here. sockets that I went with, I actually have another group of them inside. I have just a standard metric 3/8 drive here on a metal socket rail with a hook and some shot cord on there. This is a standard impact set, and I went with a lot of these types for. I went with this little rinky-dink T-handle. I want a Weeha or a Wera, basic T-handled one that'll take 1/4-inch bits, but this was I can use this with any of the sockets as nut drivers, or any of the Allen wrenches or torque size bits I can use with this, and I don't have to have 50 L-shaped Allen wrenches in my stuff. I can just roll with what's in there. And these are just this is a Makita set. It's 1/4-inch drive. These are 3/8. I also have I have a 3/8 drive socket. This is a $14 Craftsman set off Amazon, which will be plenty good enough for what I'm going to do. I have a lot of Matco and Snap-on tools, but this will be plenty for what I'm doing. Have a fuse puller in there. Small pry bar. Adjustable wrench. This is a very inexpensive set of wire strippers and crimpers, kind of like the Stay-Con style, but these work really good and they're very inexpensive. I got me a couple new pairs of Knipex. These two, I have another pair of these, but these two are new for this, and I just swapped a pair of these around. I had several pairs of these. And then I have a couple 1/4-inch drivers in there. Those guys just kind of live in the bottom. And I still have a lot of room in this bag for if I wanted to just pack it out, but right now it's plenty heavy enough that I don't need to add too much more to it. I'll add some more sockets. I got a 10mm set that's got a whole bunch of different ones on there that I'm going to put in there, and then this is basically going to be all I'm going to carry. I also have a bunch of ratchet wrenches, and I just went with some inexpensive ones. I go through and I write the size on the top of them. See, 13 right there, 10. Just inscribe it on there with a engraver. Hard to see. It's a 19. There's a 19. But it helps when you're looking down in the top of them. And I put my initials on them also. I got a lot of doubles just because sometimes you got to be on both sides of a bolt or some sort of fastener. That's pretty much it. This will be what I'm carrying at the mill now. There'll be little knick-knack stuff that I'm sure I have to get. Interested to see how these dudes go. I really like that holder. That's pretty neat. I can dig that. Pretty sweet. But there was one more thing in here. Tap set right there. Just basic metric sizes, not anything super fancy. And then the rest of this is just two-sided bit drivers that will go either in a drill or in that T-handle Pretty cool. It should make my maintaining much easier. We have tools at work, but you never know who borrowed what. Where's it at what machine? If somebody's broke it, like, you don't really ever know what's going on with tools. So I'll just carry this dude and it'll come home with me every day, and we'll go from there. The tool bag, this, I have several Vito Pro Packs, but it's the best tool bag you can possibly get, period. If you buy one, you'll understand. My LC, it was, like I said, it was super heavy, but we would set it on the ground. I would drive up to it and pinch it between the forks and drive it to the next place, and then open the forks and drop it on the ground and then take it inside. And it is not, it has got a few scratch places or whatever, but it survived that long at the sawmill, and it's still in great shape. But anywho, this is my maintaining pouch for all my wrenching and stuff at work. Alright guys, I appreciate the support. You can check out our older content at bushcraftcoso on Instagram, bushcraftcoso.com for gizmos and gadgets. Later.